Hi everyone, this is Amber with Ooh Aah Crochet. When I started filming about 7 hours ago, I was in a much better mood. This is attempt number 6. All I can say is thank God for Google Cloud and the fact that all my pictures are backed up, because I hit a button and deleted all my photos that were on my SD card drive. Which incidentally cleared up enough room for me to be able to record. So, besides my woes for the last several hours, this is Ooh Aah Crochet, and if you don't know, that name came from our family. Ooh Ah is what we do when we give hugs. So, Ooh Ah from South Dakota. And I appreciate all of the new subscribers that we've gotten. We are almost to 400, and once we reach that, we'll have a small giveaway. I appreciate Terry from Yarn Joy podcast for the shout out. I know a lot of you have come from Terry's channel, so hello and welcome. I'm going to try to smile through this and not cry. I literally was almost in tears because I thought I lost all the pictures of my kids since November, which as a mom, you take pictures all the time, right? So anyway, I'm thankful for the Google Cloud, and that they're there. I went and checked and verified. So on to the podcast, right? Okay, so I have some haul information, and I'm going to try to insert pictures. Hopefully I can still pull that off of there to put on the video. We'll see how that works out. But I went to the church rummage sale across the street, and it was the second day, so they have a sale on the second day. Anything you can fit in a bag for $3, a tote or a box for $5, and a tote for $10. So I got basically equivalent to $10. She just gave it to me and said $10 is fine. I got this great big giant storage shelf from, it's like a storage shelf basically, carousel kind of a thing. It twirls around. If nothing else, I'll use it for yarn storage, but my hope is to take it to craft fairs. They'll insert a picture hopefully here. Please work. Taping for YouTube is not as easy as anyone thinks, and technical difficulties, which I'm not very savvy on, is very frustrating and time consuming. The kids are asleep now. When I first started, they were not, so at least they're quiet. The other thing I got from the yard sale, sorry, babbling, was a plastic drawer, which I'll insert a picture here. Basically, it's just a plastic drawer thing. There's 3 of them, 3 or 4. It had a small crack on one of the drawer pulls, and that doesn't really bother me, so it's blue. I got it for either the craft room or the kids. I got lots of books and puzzles for Connor, little kind of baby puzzles. They're wooden, but books for the kids. I got some clothes. I got this sweater, which is really pretty. I mean, any other rummage sale or even like Savers, it probably would have been at least $5. And it's freezing cold in my basement, so it's helping a lot. I got a bunch of little bins and totes kind of a thing, probably a half a dozen or more of them. And I got clothes for me that actually fit me. I tried them on. And then I got this blanket. Again, it's the 6th time I'm trying to record this, so I'm trying to remember everything, and I apologize. I'll probably forget half the things I've said. But this blanket is kind of a beige and tan, but it's got all these hearts, and it's a pretty big blanket. Hearts and houses on them. It's woven, and that'll be great for guests or the kids. You know, 4 kids, they all want a blanket, and you gotta wash them you know, every so often. What else did I get? I did do an order from Amazon, but it was just supplies for my Etsy shop, mailers, and the post office labels. You can buy labels and then you can print them off from Etsy. If you've never been to the Etsy store yet, it's under Ooh Aah Crochet, all one word. There are some stitch markers over there. And let's see, trying to remember what else. The next thing is just finished objects. So I finished the tank slippers, which were hours and hours of work, and the pattern itself is okay. It's worth the money. If you don't like sewing, I wouldn't recommend the pattern. I will insert several pictures here along the time I'm talking. But the wheels itself for both slippers, there's 24 total wheels, and then on top of that you have to sew 4 belts, you know, for a tanker wheel, and then all the other pieces that went with it. So several pieces. It probably took me at least 3 hours to sew it all together. The customer was very happy though, so all in all, it's somebody I know. I know he's very crochet worthy, and so that made me happy. We met up at Hobby Lobby, and I met Angela from Angela's Crafty Art or Crochet Art. I'm not really sure, but I'll put the link down below. So her and I got to talk and meet, and I told her about the Hobby Lobby clearance that was at our Hobby Lobby here. She was coming from North Dakota going back to Colorado. But anyway, I met my customer, and he drove up in a 4-wheeler, and a green 4-wheeler happens to be, and he tried on his Army tank slippers, and he just thought they were so cool that he drove home in them, in public, outside, in tank slippers. So I took a picture, and I will try to insert that here. If not, I'm just going to do a lot of air quotes, and you'll be wondering, what the hell am I talking about? Okay, so those were finished, and he did kind of give me extra than what I asked for, so that was nice. I took the kids out for ice cream, and they very much appreciated it. So that was kind of a fun afternoon. A lot better than some of the stressful afternoons I've had with the kids lately. The moms of multiple children, how do you stay sane? I mean, I'm just like losing my marbles over here and losing my patience, unfortunately. I'm trying hard. But there are some definitely trying days over here. But anyway, besides the 4 little children, the 5th child, the oldest, just turned 20. And she likes Slytherin from Harry Potter, and so for her birthday I made her a pillow, and I will insert a picture here because I don't have it anymore. So I did get that finished, and Randi helped me with the back side of it so I could kind of have some idea of what to do on the back side. I was running out of yarn, didn't have enough green yarn, I was playing yarn chicken, so she helped me with that. And what else? I finished, I did a live Facebook feed last week, live Facebook feed last week, and got an order, for some cat head coasters, and the customer had previously ordered the cat butt coasters, so, it's my first Facebook live sale, per se, and it was worth my time. It wasn't a total bust. I mean, I got some orders off of it and made some sales, so I will try to do that again, maybe with some more notice. But I did reach more people than my friends and family that, you know, were watching me on Facebook. So there's positives. Negatives is I didn't sell as much as I was hoping for, but it takes time to build up an audience. So, what else? Oh, I finished these slippers. I've got them on my feet because it's freezing cold down here. So I apologize for the marks on the bottom already. If you remember my jam haul, I got a bunch of arts and crafty stuff from that store that closed for free basically, and these moccasin bottoms were in part of that haul, and all I had to do was crochet into the holes that were already punched in there, and then I just kind of went round and round and decreased and made my top. They fit. There is more bulk up here than probably should be if you would have followed a pattern, unlike me. But they're just for me, and it doesn't really matter to me if they have that extra fabric. But I had just enough crochet cotton thread in that color to do it, and I haven't done anything in pink this week, you guys. Like, totally no pink. Hi, Mom, if you're watching. So no pink this week. And then the other thing I worked on was a beverage mitt. So basically you crocheted a tube, folded it, sewed on the one side, and then it would create like a mitt. Then you crochet around, and then you can put it in there and have like a glove or a mitten and still hold your beverage and keep your hand warm. So I did that in camo with the leftover yarn I had from the tank slippers, and I'm going to gift that to my friend that ordered because I very much appreciate him, and he is, like I said, crochet worthy. So in that pattern that I got, which I'll link down below, the lady that sold it had a Facebook post with one free pattern giveaway. So you got to pick whichever one pattern out of her list, and I picked the beverage mitt, and included in that pattern are like a husband and wife set, like a wedding set. There's information on how to make it into a sports, changing the colors to make it striped with the sports colors. It's like if you want to do Packers or Vikings or something. And then there was an adult female naughty mitt too, for those, guys out there that like that kind of thing. So I plan on making some of those and trying to sell those. They make good gay gifts, or they make even, gifts, because it's South Dakota and it's cold here. And, you go out, you're in your house and it's cold, or you're outside and it's cold, and it's just cold generally, except this last week. It's been 85 degrees, and I went out to the rummage sale today. I was in the church for probably half an hour, 45 minutes. By the time I left, it was already 80 degrees at 10 a.m. and I had sweat just pouring down my face. It was like, gross. So yeah, it was hot. But like I said, I'm in my basement, cold, wearing a sweater. Go figure. Let's see what else. The make along. I'll update you on that. We do have a couple entries. Not many yet, but that's okay. It's just started. And you have until August 11th. You can put those on Ravelry. There's 4 different posts over there. The chatter thread and the 2 FOs threads. One for the wearables and one for the smaller items. Terry, again from Yarn Joy, is doing backpack buddies, she's calling them, and basically like zipper pulls or backpack pulls. And hopefully this stays on. My phone's about to die, so I'll try and make it real quick. Anyway, she's making zipper pulls, backpack buddy pulls, for the kids, for the small item entries, and those are things that they can earn, like pencil toppers and bookmarks and different things. And I've discussed this before in other videos, but all that information is over on Ravelry, or you can ask me on the Facebook group. It's under Ooh Aah Crochet, so check that out. And I'm probably going to miss a bunch of stuff here because I'm distracted, but what else? Like I said, I've been trying to record this for several hours, and I do have some new stitch markers I'll be putting up, and I will try to do a different sale than the one I did earlier. That didn't work out so well, so we'll try to do a different one and see if I can get some more interest. But here is one I did, and I did one with some turtles. Gotta get my fingernails are probably dirty, so it's not gonna focus. But anyway, that's a turtle with some pink beads. And I don't knit, but if you knit and you want something with knitting stitch markers, let me know. I asked again Randi from Random Randy's Ramblings what knitters would like, and so I'll try to do some of the stuff with knitting, or at least have an option on Etsy to change it to be a knitting stitch marker instead of having the clasp on there like for crochet. I think that's it for now, guys. I just wanted to get a video out there and say hi and let you know what I've been finishing. Oh, the other thing I got was from Walmart, just some cotton. I got 13 balls and a large skein of the gray. They were all $1, so $14 total plus tax, which is all I could afford. No Hobby Lobby clearance for me. Wasn't in the budget. So anyway, I will have a new sale up on Etsy soon. I'll get some stitch markers loaded up there, some newer ones. And if you have any questions, let me know. But if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. We are going to try to get to 500 before my birthday. I would really, really, really like that. I was hoping for 1,000, but life gets in the way, and I had 2 months there where I hardly filmed at all. So 500 would be a miracle, and I would be like smiling from here to there. So anyway, thanks for watching me today. Apologize that I'm rambling. I appreciate you watching. Thank you.